So we can all agree that Fusion Warriors right now is the best team in the game and the most common team that you see in PvP. So to be able to compete in PvP with the best team in the game, today I have a guide on how to build a Fusion Warriors team, from the team setup and the options you have until the equipment and what units meshes together. So let's go. So here I'm going to be building my Fusion Warriors team. It's like I'm from the beginning. With what pieces I have, I'm going to be building a Fusion Warriors team and then showing you what other options can you use. So your main man, of course, as you see in this team, is going to be Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He's now the best team in the game. He's not the best team, sorry. He's now the best unit in the game. All teams are around Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. All meta teams, at least all best teams of the meta, are all around Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Leader Slime in every team, he's good. And he's a Fusion Warrior. His Ultra ability is actually Fusion Warriors, as you see here. So, Fusion Warriors, pretty good UG4. He's going to be your main man that does all the damage. So, if you're gonna build if you're gonna build some units and use units around G4 with G4, we're gonna filter first Fusion Warriors for this video, of course. Fusion Warriors team, Fusion Warriors, and let's see here. Wanna use a blue? I think your main blue, and he's gonna be, I think, core on the team. He has to be LF Fusion Super Vegito. You have to add him on this team, I think. He's going to be pretty damn insane through his Rising Rush. He's buffing the team, sorry for that. He's buffing the team here, 30% attack, Fusion Warriors, as you see here. So, Fusion Super Vegito is gonna be so good through his Rising Rush, through all that good stuff. If you have this VB, 14 stars, Zankite, and with his plat, you can make him work, but I don't recommend. Fusion Super Vegito is gonna be helping you a lot in top ranks through his Rising Rush. So yeah. And for greens, let us see here. For greens, you have, I don't recommend using a green, but you know what? Let me go to the character list, because the character list actually shows you all the characters, even that I don't have, because I don't have a lot of good pieces. Greens, you have Zenkai G4 can be decent, but I don't recommend. Pycon can be decent, Revival Layer, but he's a green, while G4 can easily kill him with the ultimate and cause him to be a useless revival. But your best option is, if you want to use a green, your best option is gonna have to be LF Omega Shenron here. I know he's not buffing the team, but he's technically a Fusion Warrior. If you go to his status, he holds the Fusion Warriors tag, but through his Z ability, he's not buffing Fusion Warriors, so you gotta change the team around. You gotta put him on the leader slot for all the guys with him to get his Z ability. So if you want to use a green, your main man is gonna be Omega Shenron. Purples, we have Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is your main man here. And if you have a 14-star Ultra Gogeta Blue, you can make him work. He's kind of like old right now. He's supposed to be 2 years old, but he can still put in the work if you have him 14 stars. But your main man is going to be G4, and you don't want to run double purple. G4 is core on this team, and you can't replace him. Just don't use the team if you have G4. If you don't have, G4. Don't use the team. Yellows, your main man is of course going to be LF Fusing Gogeta Blue, that I don't have here. He's buffing the team. Let me just show you. He is buffing Fusion Warriors right here, 38%. I don't know why I didn't read, but you get the point. He's buffing the team. He's gonna be your boy that stops all G4s in the meta through his Assault Chain. He's a really good unit. You're gonna enjoy him because of his insane animations. He's good. He's just really damn good. Attack switching a lot. You all know that Fusing Gogeta Blue is pretty damn good right now, and it's his meta. It's his prime and his meta right now through G4s being in every single game. For using Gogeta Blue right here we have, and for yellows another good option is going to be Fat Gotenks. Decent, I'm not even gonna say good. Fat Gotenks can be usable right here. I think he's buffing the team. Yeah, he's buffing actually the team, but he's kind of mid, you know. If you have him 14 stars, you can make him work. He has endurance. The fact that Fusion Warriors have the lack of rush control is kind of tough. I know they're the best team in the game, but the lack of rush control is kind of tough. That's why if you have Omega Shenron, I actually recommend putting him on the leader slot and using him. He's gonna make the difference through his indestructible being have that layer of rush control. And for I don't recommend Gotenks. Gotenks is just old at this point. He's close to being 1 year old. So yeah. For Reds, your main man is going to be this stupid Zenkai, corrupted Zamasu. He's not buffing the team, but you can make him work through different variations that I'm going to be showing you. You have Ultra Vegito Blue, pretty good guy as well. Insane guy, he aged insanely well. He's ultimate nukes. If you have him 14 stars, he's gonna cook. He pairs extremely well with UG4. These two are a nasty duo. Super 17 can work as well. You can put him on the leader slot. I know he doesn't buff the team, but at the same time, bro, Super 17 can still put in the work. Even though he's like 6 months old or something, he can still put in the work and do some insane blast damage, be toxic through the lock-in of strikes and lose, do some insane blast damage, combo for way too long, and Ultra Omega with his plat is going to be good. Not other than good, and his Ultra ability is actually GT, so kind of, nah. And he's not buffing the team, so you don't want to use a lot of units that don't buff the team, so I don't recommend actually Ultra Omega. And I think that's all the good options. I mentioned all the good options that you have. Let me just show you what can I build with the pieces that I have. You all know that I don't have LF using Gogeta Blue. I don't have LF Omega Shenron. I don't have LF Super 17. I know he's not core, but these two are kind of essential, not gonna lie. Omega and Gogeta Blue are pretty damn good. But you have G4. Of course I have G4. He's gonna be your main man. Again, if you don't have G4, don't consider Fusion Warriors. Fusion Super Vegito, another guy that I have. He's pretty damn good through his Rise and Rush. And the third guy that I mainly use all the time is Corrupted Zamasu. Okay, so that is my third guy here. I know for a fact that Zamasu is not getting buffed. Is not buffing FSV. So that's why this variation is kind of bad. If you have Gogeta Blue, maybe you'd want to run it. You'd want to run LF Fusing Gogeta Blue instead of LF Fusing Super Vegito and make it G key wise now. With G4 on the leader slot, use G key bench. But I don't have Gogeta Blue, so I can't use that variation. Fusing Super Vegito, Corrupted Zamasu, and G4. This is the main trio that I've been using in my PvP games. These three are nasty, not going to lie. And for the bench, so I can actually make Zamasu buff the team. I can put him on the leader slot. Now he's buffing the whole team. But the bench is gonna kind of cross over. That's why I like keeping Zamasu off the leader slot like this. So, because actually G4 is buffing the team. Let me just show you. G4 is buffing the team, but Zamasu is not. So, yeah, that's kind of mid. So, you have Zamasu here. Zamasu is actually... you don't actually need to put a Zenkai buffer for Zamasu, because he's actually Zenkai buffing himself. So, you don't need to put a Zenkai buffer for him. Now for the bench is going to be so simple. Zenkai buff G4 with this guy. If you have him 14 stars, I don't have him 14 stars, but if you do, let me just show you maximum stats. So this is at 14 stars. He's gonna give HP, which is so important if you have low stars in your units. HP is so important, and he's again a Zenkai buffer for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He's actually giving him all what he needs. His Vegito there. And for Fusing Super Vegito, that's why I like keeping Zamasu off here, because actually this team is now kind of this team is again Fusion Warriors now, but you can use Sorohope Trunks. Let me show you Sorohope Trunks. Zenkai Blue Sorohope Trunks as a Zenkai buffer for LF Fusing Super Vegito. You know why? Because LF Fusing Super Vegito has Vegeta in his tags. So he has Vegeta Clan, sorry. So Sorohope Trunks is Zenkai buffing Blue Vegeta Clan, and his Z ability is buffing Vegeta Clan, which is Fusing Vegito, Future, which is Zamasu, Hybrids, no one is Hybrids, but like the Z abilities are meshing. You know, if you have, let me show you real quick, okay, if you have Namek Goku, 7 stars Zenkai, which I don't. Let me show you here at maximum stats. He's going to be Zenkai buffing Super Vegito out here, and at the same time giving a Z ability to Saiyans. So if you have Namek Goku, I actually suggest doing this and this. And let me show you. Wait a sec. Let me, for a sec, go to red. Do this. Now all your Z abilities are meshing. If you have this guy Zenkai, use him. And don't put G4 on the leader slot. I know G4 is going to be losing on his Ultra ability, but it's only 5% because of Nameku is not Fusion Warrior. But you can, I think it's the best version of the team with Namek Goku as your Zenkai buffer. But again, because I don't have him Zenkai, so it's actually dependent on your pieces, the pieces that you have. So I like using Soro Hope Trunks as my Zenkai buffer and swapping UG4 and Corrupted Zamasu actually, so like this. And this is how I run the team. I know Zamasu is not given a Z ability to Fusing Vegito, but Fusing Vegito can still do insane damage. And for your last slot here, if you actually want to go with another Zenkai buffer with the Zenkai buffer for Zamasu, you can do this with Red Gogeta, or I think I don't have free-to-play Vegito, but you get the point. Free-to-play Vegito is good, and this Red Gogeta, this is a Zenkai buffer for Corrupted Zamasu, but if you have low stars, I actually don't recommend this. I recommend this guy, what's his name, where is he, I recommend Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is going to be your HP Z ability here, 14 stars, 20% HP to attack Fusion Warriors. He's going to be, HP is so important, and if you have HP here, through Gotenks, and you have this guy 14 stars HP, so that's like around 35% HP, and with the equipments you can have insane amounts of HP. I recommend actually this guy, and if you're using LF Fusing Gogeta Blue, which I don't have here, this guy, if you have him Zenkai, he's gonna be actually a Zenkai buffer for LF Fusing Gogeta Blue. Let me show you, like this, yellow Fusion Warriors, so he's gonna be a Zenkai buffer for him, and at the same time a HP buffer. But if I'm going myself, this is the setup that I'm going to be going with. G4, SV, CMZ, Vegito Zenkai buff in G4, Trunks Zenkai buff in SV, and at the end, Fat Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks giving the HP to all the team right here. G4 on the leader slot getting his full Ultra ability, CMZ Zenkai buffing himself. That's a nasty team. So let me go and show you the equipments. So for equipments for this team, I actually recommend running two equipments that give base stats. If you're wondering what's the difference from base stats, between base stats and pure stats. Pure stats, let me just show you the difference. You can see this equip here. It's saying 12% to strike attack. Watch the word strike attack. And this equip right here, let me just give you, this 33.95% to base. This is base strike attack. Base is the boost to the stats, but pure is a multiplier. So if you want to do more damage, basically, if you want to do more damage, even if the percentage on the base equip is more, the pure equip is going to do more damage. Just because it's a pure stat, it's a multiplier. So you'd want to use one pure stat. When you have a lot of base, this pure is going to multiply that base. So you'd want to run two base equipments and then a pure to multiply that base and do more damage. On top of the fact that you have a Zenkai buffer that is given more base stats, and all these Z abilities are base stats. So these are all adding up for the pure to multiply it. So this is a really good Fusion Warriors equip. Fusion Warriors Pure. It's given pure strike attack and pure blast attack. This is the highlight of it. Given base defense is pretty damn good, and given on the first slot it's kind of bad, but for G4, specifically Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, it can be useful because critical for G4 always crits with these Nukin ultimate, so it can be kind of useful, but critical is not the best stat you wish for an equipment. If that stat was specifically base health, this would have been a perfect equip. But still, I would recommend running this equip, and you're gonna be pretty good. And if you don't have this specific pure equip, because you can get it from Co-op, I should actually show you. You can get it from the Co-op shop with the dual coin shop right here. Get it. try to get a yellow first slot and reroll it. And if you don't have this specific equip for pure stats, I recommend this one. I know it's pretty damn old, but it's still to this point pretty good. It's given up to 5% for each attack Fusion Warriors battle member, pure strike attack, which is pretty good. The other equip is given both pures, but this is only strike, but the percentage is more actually, so 15% here if you have 3 Fusion Warriors battle members. Base defenses here on the first and second slot, you can get it through the equipment metal shop or this equipment collection, the normal equipment collection Fusion Warrior stage here. I clicked it by accident, so this is a substitute equip, but in case you don't have this, but use this. It's the ideal one. You need 3, so 1 on each one. Let me just equip it. Wait a sec, equip it to Vegito and equip it to Zamasu here, 1 on each unit. And for base equips, here where the choices are kind of a lot and there's a lot of varieties that you go with, the equipments, it's kind of like you don't need specific equips, but there's more good equips than bad equips. That's why there's a lot of good options. So, but I'm really recommending what I would use in here. For UG4, this equip that dropped specifically for him when he first dropped on the Ultimate Equipment Collection, normal Fusion Warriors in purple. You have base defenses on the first slot, base blast defense, on the second slot, ultimate damage and special move damage. You really need his blue card and ultimate to hit hard, so that's pretty damn important and useful. And the last slot is given up to 35% base strike attack, so you want to multiply the base a lot, as I said to you, and you want to get a lot of base stats for the pure to multiply by a lot and do some insane amounts of damage. So base strike attack here for UG4, this is a must for UG4, I would say. Its conditions is purple Fusion Warriors, so you can actually use it in Gogeta Blue if you have him, Ultra Gogeta Blue. But for here you have this. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good equip, I'd say, for UG4. And for the third equip for UG4, I'd really only consider, not only, but you can use this one. This is decent, giving some health restoration, special move damage, strike attack, strike defense, pretty good. This one is good if you don't have the pure that co-op equip. It gives health. It gives health is pretty important on equips. It gives pure strike. It's pretty good. But this one right here, if your UG4 is at 5 stars and he gets melted, this is a must. First slot, health restoration. Key recovery is not that good, but health restoration, G4 heals a lot, so that's good. And second slot, base blast attack up to 16% and pure blast and strike defense. So pure defenses, which is pretty damn good. You're multiplying through the Zenkai buffs, remember that. You're multiplying your defenses, so that's going to be helping you to tank more. And UG4, you kind of need him to tank more for him to fill up his gauge. And you need some health restoration for his gauge to, just the healing of that gauge to be more. So that's a really good equip for G4. Saiyan, Fusion Warrior, or GT. These are the conditions. And the second equip that I would consider pretty damn good for G4 is this one. This one right here, you have up to 12.5% to strike attack and special move damage, up to 13% ultimate damage, which is nasty, and strike attack, and up to 12.5% base health, which is pretty damn nasty. This equip is insane. This one is insane as well. Use whatever one you have or want. If you have both, I was using this one for a while, but I would maybe switch to this one, because the amount of ultimate damage and health it's given is nasty, bro. That's nasty. This is insane. Let's go to Vegito. I'm actually not going to show, because if you have LF using Gogeta Blue, which I don't, the equips are gonna be different. I don't have him, so I can't really show you what good kind of insane equipments you can use for him. For fusing Super Vegito, because he's Majin Buu Saga, you can run this insane stupid equip that dropped alongside Ultimate Gohan. You can get it through the normal Ultimate Equipment Collection Majin Buu Saga Z2 here. It gives up to 15% to health, up to 30% base defenses, and up to 25% base offenses. This is just an insane and a must for all Boost Saga units. If you're an Ultimate Gohan, you should run this. Vegito in this video, I would run this, of course. And for the third equip, you have, I was using actually this one. Pretty good equip, special move damage and key recovery, strike attack and blast attack. Bases, of course, you want to multiply the bases. You can use this one as well. Blast defense, strike attack and special move damage, and more. Strike attack here, pretty good as well. And this, if you don't have the pure of co-op, this is given pure strike attack, health and special move damage. Pretty good, but I would use this one. It's given some pretty good amounts of base offenses, and this is what I want. For CMZ, of course, the best equips without showing. Of course, if the unit has a unique equipment, do not even think of not using it. Do not think of not using it. You have to use it. You have to use the unique equipment. CMZ has one, so of course we're going to use it. And for the third equip of CMZ, right over here, I was actually using this one right here. This one is a really insane equip for CMZ. It gives him up to 12.5 defenses and up to 30% strike attack and base health and ultimate damage, on top of the fact that his unique equipment is giving him health and some insane amounts of stat buffs. So that's why CMZ can be pretty tanky and do some insane damage because his equip options are insane. This one is for Fusion Warriors Red. You can use it on Ultra Vegito Blues, a must for him as well. This is an insane equip. So these are the equips that I would run for my team setup. So if you want to copy this setup can get you Fallen PvP. Maybe using G4 alongside FSV and fusing Gogeta Blue can be good, can be better, but this setup as well can be insanely good. So if you want to copy this setup, the equips that we explained, why we picked them, go for it. This is a really good setup. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. Definitely let me know in the comment section below if this video helped you build the best team in the game and get the best setup and the maximum potential out of your Fusion Warrior units. It's of course the best team in the game right now, so this is a guide for people that want to use this team and are struggling to pick what equipment to use and what units to pick and what Zenkai buffers, bench options. I really showed you everything you need to know about this team. So thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.